Dead and Hip Hop, DE365. You already know who it is, what it is. It's your boy People 24/7 here, Mr. Kenneth B. Inge. And if you caught the little thing I left at the end of the last review, today we are doing Yeat 2093. Ken, you know how we start these things? We start with the grades. There's only two features on here. Future and Lil Wayne. How'd you feel about them?
I like Lil Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
I like Lil Wayne on here.
Mm-hmm.
Future wasn't bad.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'll do a B.
I'm at an A. I'm at an A. Because I knew I saw the Lil Wayne, like when I had clicked on the album, I saw Lil Wayne. But as I was listening through it, I was like, the Future song, I'm like, wait, hold on, what happened to Yeat? Like, why all of a sudden Yeat got some, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I looked at my watch and I'm like, oh, that's Future. I said, I thought that sounded like Future. I thought Future sounded amazing on here. So that's why I give the features an A. What about the production on here, Ken?
I like the production. It's very, very interesting and very, very futuristic and sci-fi-ish.
It is.
The first time I was like, oh my God, what is this? This is awful. But then the more I listened to it, I was like, oh, wait a minute. This is actually different, but in an interesting way. So I'm giving it a B.
Wait, hold on. I think Drake is on this too. Yeah, Drake is on this. Hold on. So yeah, Drake is on as we speak. So I take that back. But either way, it's still an A for me.
A? Okay.
Yeah, it's still an A for me. Wait, hold on.
Yeah, I don't see that.
Oh no! So there's two versions. That's what I thought. So he has a P2 version that has two more songs. Okay. No, I listened to the regular one because I'm like, bro, I don't remember Drake. Yeah, so we listened to the 2093, not P2. Okay, bet. Ken, I have to agree with you on the production because I had to listen to this twice and I had to like pay attention. The production on here is very techno rap. I like how you said sci-fi. It's very futuristic. It's very not a lot of other niggas is doing shit like this. You know, so I give the production a B for me. What about this the rap and singing?
I do not know. Man. The first time I was like, man, I thought Yeat was good. That was the first thing that went through my head the first time I listened to it.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen a lot of people talking about him. I was like, okay, well, this might be interesting. And then I listened, I'm like, that's the guy they talking about?
Yeah.
So yeah, right now, I'm at like a C. But, yeah. I don't know.
You know what, Ken? You know, a lot of people have said like this is the future of rap and hip hop and stuff like that. So I think I had an expectation. I can't tell you exactly what the expectation was, but a lot of big prominent people talk about him very positively. And I don't want to shit on him because he's definitely unique and he's doing things that, okay, I feel like he's doing what other people are doing, but he has his own unique twist to it. So out of respect, I'm gonna give him a C or C plus. But I can honestly say I don't necessarily enjoy the style of music. I don't enjoy his style of rapping, but you put that with the techno rap and it's interesting. That's the best word I can describe it. So for me overall, I'm gonna give it like a B minus because, you know, Ken, we're 4 months in and this is coming out, you know, toward the end of April sometime going into May. And there's nothing we've listened to that sound anything like this.
Yeah.
What do you give the overall?
The production really, really, once I settled in on what was going on here, really elevated it a lot for me. I think it's definitely a bit long at 1 hour and 11 minutes.
It is long.
That's a lot to tolerate and listen to, especially when I'm not that big of a fan of the rapping just yet. So I'm going C plus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel that, Ken. this was an experience. What was that? This feels like this could have been the soundtrack to Tron.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So when you said sci-fi, like instantly I was like, oh yeah, this could have this feels like that. And I think that any type of movie that's gonna be in that realm, they should definitely use some of it. They need to license a lot of this shit because that fits that. But I don't know if I can say it's enjoyable though.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I respect you. You know who I think that there's a lot of people that he should collaborate with.
Mm-hmm.
That would make his music even more interesting. At least it'll bring it home for me to put it in the more enjoyable category, like Kid Cudi. Like I could definitely, like this is Kid Cudi's world. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else that I think I wouldn't necessarily say it's his world, but I think meshing the worlds together would collide into something great. A$AP Rocky.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like Tyler the Creator. There's a lot of dudes that when I heard this, I'm like, bruh, there's a lot of other niggas that I feel that would make Yeat's music sound even better than what it is. But I agree, Ken. There's something about the rapping that doesn't necessarily impress me, but I am impressed in regards to the artistry and the uniqueness of Yeat. But I don't know if I would agree with some of the other people that say that he is the future of where hip hop is going.
Yeah, I ain't going here.
I can't necessarily agree with that.
That's not going to happen. And I hope it doesn't, because I think Yeat deserves to be unique in this space, especially teetering on the mainstream level. Mm-hmm. You know, and I think that could be interesting if he can kind of carve out his own lane in this world. At least with this particular album, I don't know what the rest of his stuff sound like. Maybe this was because it is 2093. He went with this whole sci-fi sort of
70
sound.
years from now.
Yeah. So that would totally make sense, and everything else may be something different. I have absolutely no idea. I'm just grading it off this. But yeah, something like Tell Me, you know, which is like, it's like that beat on that joint. I'm like, that is like, what are you, how do you rap over that? And that is definitely really interesting. But when Lil Wayne came on, I was like, oh shit, okay. You got something going on here. 2093, like Team CEO. I'm like, dang, this is really, really interesting. Shit, and that beat Stand On It.
Bro.
God.
That's what I'm saying. Like, cause the first listen, I was listening to it passively. I wasn't actively listening. I was at the job and, you know, I'm doing some things. And when that song came on, I said, wait, hold the fuck on. Because like I said, I heard Future and I'm like, the fuck is Yeat doing on it? Like, what? Like, nigga, what? So I hit, like, I rewound it and I looked at the watch and I'm like, oh, that's Future. Wait, hold on. Yeah. And, you know, I actively listened to that song. I passively listened to the rest. And then like the second go round, I actively listened and I'm like, okay, this makes me feel a type of way. I don't know what that type of way is, but he's different. He's different.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, I think, you know, the first time I listened to it, I was like, this is awful. This is bad. I don't even know why people even like this. And then the second one, I was like, oh, wait a minute. There's something else going on here that I may or may not like. Then I'm like, but I like the soundscape. I like the beats. Then I'm like, okay, well, this is different in terms of how it sounds. Is he adding to it as well with his rap style? Because I think his voice is interesting. I don't know if I like it yet.
It is. It's very interesting.
Yeah, and then I was like, okay, he's kind of a little different. But then whenever the Lil Wayne joint come on, I'm like, oh shit, we. But then I heard the Stand On. I'm like, okay, well, there may be something here. But yeah, I think this is definitely an interesting listen.
Yeah. I just want to say again, I know I sound like a broken record. I want to give a lot of credit to his uniqueness on this particular project. And Ken, I was looking at the discography. He definitely got some work. So I think it would be only fair for us to listen to the last project before this one, which is it dropped February 24th, 2023. It's called Afterlife. And what I noticed too is that on this album, he has a lot of the same names as songs that he had as albums. Did he? I think like Lifestyle is the name of a project. Is it, or am I tripping? No, Afterlife. And then he has Life. So I don't know, I think he is worth diving into some of these other projects to see if this was just 2093 and he's projecting 70 years from now, this is what hip hop is going to sound like, versus what he's doing just in general. Because if this is the lane, then, we see how it makes us feel. But if this is a one-off, then it's like, to me, it elevates that he's that creative in terms of, pushing the sound and saying, hey, this is my interpretation of 70 years from now.
Yeah.
So I think that's dope. I'm not going to say that I don't think he's trash. I'm going to just say he's unique. And I think we have to dive a little bit deeper to truly understand what we're dealing with Yeat.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I can say that. I don't I'm curious, but I'm just genuinely curious about music and artists in general. Yeah. But I like sci-fi movies. So you give me something like this, I'm like, okay, wait a minute, what's going on?
Piques the interest.
But people have been talking about him. Yeah. So that's where the curiosity comes from.
100%.
So when like I said earlier, when I was like, this shit is awful. He's awful. What are we talking about here? But I locked in differently. I'm like, okay, wait a minute. So I'm curious to listen to what else he got going on, just to determine if it is a one-off or not.
Another artist that I think that would sound dope with him is Suicide Boys. You know, like I'm just like, yo, and just kind of going through he don't collab with a lot of people in terms of like on his own project. I'm like, bro, there's a lot of niggas. But hey, come hire me, bro. Hey, I can get you some niggas now. But yeah, nah, man. You already know what it is. Another day, another review. We'll catch you tomorrow. We out. Peace.